Today I'm going to use a piecewise function to find the following values. Important thing to remember about a piecewise function. It's a function, which means there's only one output, but that output will come from a set of different equations. So we have to first choose which equation we're going to use, because a function only has one output. So when we look at f of negative 2, for f of negative 2, x equals negative 2. On the very right-hand side of my piecewise functions, it tells me when I can use this piece. This piece, x minus 2, can be used when x is less than or equal to negative 2. So in this situation here, I know that x is negative 2. I can use this piece because it satisfies my condition. It does not satisfy this condition because negative 2 is not in this range, in this interval. Negative 2 is not over here. So the only piece that it satisfies is the piece x minus 2. And inside that piece, I will plug in for x negative 2. And I can simplify this, and I'll end up with negative 4, or simply f of negative 2 is negative 4. Meaning, when I plug negative 2 into this function, the one and only one output I can get is negative 4. Now with f of 0. First thing I have to determine is which piece of this formula I'm allowed to use. I'm not allowed to use this piece because 0 is not less than negative 2 and it doesn't equal negative 2. However, 0 is in between negative 2 and positive 2, so I'm allowed to use this piece and only this piece. This piece of the formula says my y value is 4. Since the formula has no x values in it, I'm done. This piece, y is 4 when x is in between negative 2 and positive 2. So 0 is in between there, y must equal 4. My third value, f of 2. Again, I go through the process and I first determine which piece I'm allowed to use. 2 is not less than or equal to negative 2. 2 is not in between negative 2 and positive 2. 2, however, is equal to 2, so I can use this piece. So I'm allowed to use the piece 2x plus 1. Remember, the function is defined by pieces, but it's only defined by one piece for any one input. So now that I've determined what that one piece is, I can do my substitution. I can simplify. And of course, I can collapse this to the statement that when x is 2, my function's output is 5.